Tell it like it is version, he's wrong on both points. And this argument is a very common pro se misunderstanding. Let's break it cleanly and legally. A summons is a valid charging document in Colorado. In Colorado County Court, a summons and complaint is the charging instrument for misdemeanors and petty offenses. Key points he's missing. A summons does not have to read like an indictment. It does not have to recite evidence. It does not have to list every factual detail. It does have to identify the defendant, state the statute charged, be issued by a peace officer or court, bring the defendant before the court. That's it. Colorado courts have repeatedly held that citation plus statute equals adequate notice, especially when the defendant was present, the conduct was observed, the defendant admits awareness of wrongdoing, which he did. His belief that the summons must spell out how the conduct was unlawful is simply incorrect. Namashtaber 2, Rule 7.2 does not require narrative detail at the summons stage. Rule 7b2 requires, open quote, a plain, concise, and definite written statement of the essential facts, close quote. Courts interpret this practically, not academically. For misdemeanors, defendant intentionally followed another person in a public place, in violation of CRS 18-91111C. That is the essential fact. The rule does not require timestamp sequences, victim statements, video descriptions, police observations. Those come later through discovery, not the charging document. Number 3, the state does not have to respond before arraignment. This is the biggest procedural mistake he's making. Reality. Motions to dismiss filed before arraignment are premature. The prosecution is not required to respond before arraignment. Many judges will simply decline to hear the motion or deny it without prejudice. Why? Because no plea has been entered, jurisdiction has not been fully invoked, the case is not procedurally at issue yet. Arraignment is when charges are formally accepted, pleas are entered, motion deadlines are set. Until then, nothing is ripe. Number 4, Rule 4 versus Rule 7, he's mixing them up. He keeps saying Rules 4 and 7 as if they create a fatal timing defect. They don't. Rule 4, summons, governs issuance, was satisfied when the officer issued the citation. Rule 7, charging, governs form, is satisfied by a citation that names the statute and offense. There is no requirement that a separate complaint be filed before arraignment in a summons-initiated case. 5. Lack of signature arguments almost always fail, unless the summons is unsigned and there is no attestation and no officer identification and no court file exists. This argument goes nowhere. Colorado courts treat signature defects as technical, not jurisdictional, and easily curable. 6. His argument misunderstands what fatal actually means. Fatal to prosecution applies to no jurisdiction, statute of limitations, no offense stated at all. None of those apply here. The charge exists, names a valid statute, alleges conduct matching the statute, is supported by video and police observation. That's the opposite of fatal. Number 7, what will actually happen in court? Most likely outcomes. Judge says, this motion is premature. We'll address motions after arraignment. Or, the summons sufficiently alleges the offense. Motion denied. Or, denied without prejudice. What will not happen? Case dismissed, charges thrown out, prosecutors scolded for not responding pre-arraignment. Bottom line, a summons is a valid charging document. It does not need evidentiary detail. The state does not owe him a response before arraignment. This motion does not create leverage. This is classic pro se magic words lawyering. Judges see it weekly and dispose of it quickly. If you want, I can predict how this specific motion will be ruled line by line, or draft a concise judicial denial order that mirrors real Larimer County practice.